Hey everybody, welcome to the Rhizocast. Joseph is here with me. We're looking over an old romance comic, romantic story number 26 from Charlton. This is Joseph's comic. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, you don't see him too often, that's for sure. But and
What year is this one?
1954, I want to say. But
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. He was telling me, like, he showed it to somebody and they were like, oh, look, it's dirty there by the Staples. Like, there's these stains everywhere. There's some yellowing. It's like, this book is like, 70 years old. It's like, you don't see him around. And the art in this one's pretty cool. It's pretty,
oh, no worries.
You just watched me take the cover off of the Staples there. It was hanging on by a thread.
All good.
Yeah.
It's always worth it.
Yeah, so, yeah, you can see the staining goes all the way through from the front to the back, which is what it is.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but, like, the pages, like, these are in good shape, and, like, the art is crazy.
Yeah, it's not what I expected when I opened it up, but it's pretty cool though. It reminds me of Sheena, the Jungle Lady, or
Yeah.
whatever her name is. But
Yeah, and all of the stories in this issue are like, they're like 2 or 3 panels away. You could redo just like 2 or 3 panels and they'd be like horror stories instead of romance stories. It's like,
yeah, that's what I liked about it.
yeah, so like this one, so the lion tamer and the assistant, they're sisters or whatever, and one of them is mad that she's like never the top dog or whatever, and that the boys are always interested in the one that's dressed as Sheena. So she's basically thinking about getting one of the tigers to kill her sister so that she can get a man.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
It was pretty dark, and that's why she's like, what are you waiting for? Why aren't you shooting the tiger? It's like, anyway. But yeah, like, do you know who did this art? Was it somebody well known or not particularly? I don't think it was
sure.
any, but yeah, like, I remember looking it up. The name didn't really strike me, but the art is pretty good. I like her smoking a cigarette right here, just for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Just because it's the 50s or whatever. And I did notice a lot of the dudes in this look like Jimmy Olsen or whatever. Oh, this guy's smoking here too. He's got a pipe. But with the freckles and the red hair, it's kind of
Yeah,
Jimmy Olsen looking.
I didn't think about that, but that's true.
Yeah, this silhouette shot is great. I mean, it's not like just grid either. There's a little bit of playing around with the panels, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like the close up.
Yeah,
and the thoughts, going through her mind and all that crazy thoughts.
yeah. The sister's like, make sure you give the tigers some extra food before I perform with them, because otherwise, they'll eat her. And she's like, oh, maybe I won't give them extra food.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, she's not really that great of a sister. And then this guy is giving her like a hard time about like how no boys like her. And it's like, it's not like one of them is like deformed or something. Like, they basically are like, they're both attractive enough or whatever. I think it's just in her mind. And then here she is. She's getting attacked by one of the animals, and she's like, shoot it. What are you waiting for? And she's like, and then and she's like, this is it. This could be my chance to win Dick, which is funny.
Yeah.
Disclosure, that's the dude's name. But then she decides, oh, I guess maybe I shouldn't let my sister get killed. But then here's her sister. She lost an eye, and the dude wants her anyway.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. I know they can't put all the gore in it, but like on the previous page, you couldn't even tell where she got attacked, really. But unless you would assume these are like scratches.
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty rough. And then she doesn't confess to having done it or anything. She's just like, well, I guess I should always be second fiddle for the rest of my life.
Yeah, she's got to live with that guilt.
Yeah. But her sister has to live with one eye. So it's pretty harsh. I actually liked this one a lot because it was just so weird. And this is like a genre. You'll see like old movies where this happens a lot, where there's like a fake doctor. But he's got all the skills to be a doctor, but he doesn't have the documentation. So this guy has to move from town to town whenever they find out that he didn't go to medical school. But he was like a medic in the military, so he pretty much knows what he's doing, and he's pretty much a good doctor. He just didn't feel like bothering with the paperwork.
Yeah, I like this story as well. I mean, definitely more reading to it, but I mean...
Yeah, this one did have a lot of words.
I mean, it was all... The words all made sense. It wasn't a lot of nonsense to it, like... It all went with the plot.
Yeah, yeah. And in case you're wondering if it's a romantic story, it says it right there at the top, so you know. And so he starts off, the paperwork for his current job came in, and they're like he had forged that he went to a certain medical school, and the medical school's like, we've never heard of this dude. Please write us and let's figure out what's going on. He's like, okay, so I'll take this and throw it away and put in my notice. Go to another hospital. So he goes to another hospital. This nurse isn't quite as good looking, I don't think, as the first nurse, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's some thick lines outlining her.
Yeah. Yeah, they inked that one with an early era Sharpie. But so he falls for the nurse or whatever, and it's funny because they're literally like, he's like asking her out on a date in a while working with a patient, which maybe he isn't professional. Maybe they would teach you that in medical school, that you shouldn't ask people on dates while you're treating a patient. And so he's trying to figure out, he's like, oh, maybe I can't go out with this girl because I can't risk people finding out I'm not a real doctor. But like you say, there are a lot of words here. It's a pretty intricate story, and him trying to decide what to do and if he can be with the girl or not. And just them going out on dates and everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, I know, I got you. Yeah. I mean, and you can tell which all the characters, they're all dressed in their same outfit, but like the drawing is good enough you can tell them apart. And then is this where he messes up? Where he gives the patient the wrong medicine or something?
Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, he basically he's given the patient the wrong medicine, and she's like, I know why you're giving him the wrong medicine. You're not really a doctor. And she's like, right here, she says, nothing can equal a doctor's experience and education. And that he's saying like he's as good as them, but
Yeah,
he
I'm
just
sure
killed
that-
somebody or whatever, so maybe he's wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure that kind of upset him hearing those words
Yeah.
that he was avoiding for so long.
And then so he decides like, okay, I guess I got to run away and do this again rather than face up that I've been faking it for all this time. And then he drives off and he wrecks his car.
Yeah, I was surprised he was going off to start over again, because like once they fall in love, they kind
You
of
thought he might
stuff.
change his ways? Yeah, in a romance book, that's normally true, right?
Yeah,
But then he does decide to go back to her, and she's taking care of him in the hospital, and she's like, yeah, that she's gonna need operations, and then after the operation, he's gonna have to go to trial, and she's like, oh, whatever happens is fine. We'll stay together, honey. I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy. If he's around, he could get locked up.
yeah, he might get locked up, and he's like, I'm really glad that I'm seeing real doctors instead of a charlatan like me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like there must have been a real case or whatever for that to be true. I didn't bother reading this whole thing. You?
No.
So my understanding is, if your comic had a certain amount of pages that were prose, you got some kind of a discount on shipping or something. So you'll see in a lot of these older books, they'll have like a few pages of just text. And eventually the way that evolved is that's why we got the letters columns and stuff in comics, and the bullpen bulletin page was kind of grandfathered into them getting those discounts. So that's why you'll see this a lot. Also, it's interesting. This book doesn't really have any ads, like like modern books, and even like a lot of the Silver Age books. You'll see a lot of ads. This has almost no ads in it.
Yeah,
But maybe
that's true.
is that true with all the Charlton books? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, I know Marvel has a lot of ads and DC does, but I think some of the lower tier publishers, they just didn't get as many people wanting to advertise in them. But and the printing on this, I have to say, Charlton is pretty infamous for doing a shoddy reproduction job. Like you'll see, and like the colors are misaligned and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but this copy of this book is tight.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I don't even really remember this story. I know I read it, but looking over it,
Yeah, I think this is the one where, I'm trying to think. I forgot who he was talking about.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah,
one was
he's
jealous.
Yeah, he's got two girls that he's thinking about going out with, and he's writing letters to both of them. And so one of them like steals a letter that was meant for one, and writes him back saying to fuck off, and signs it the one that she
Yeah,
the rival.
one of these ladies, I forgot, but she prevents the letters from hitting the soldier while he's on duty, and
Yeah.
he thinks she left him, and then the other girl
and I
takes advantage.
think doesn't she like literally send a letter that's like fuck off?
Yeah, she sent a message.
She forges a letter, yeah. Like, and the drawing's great. I mean, like it conveys a lot, and like I say, this does not feel like it's going to be a romance story. This is like feels like some like EC crime thing that's going to happen. It's going to like turn into the Telltale Heart or whatever.
Right. Yeah, no, I like this story as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think in the later like 90s, 80s Charltons, I don't think a story like this would be in there, Like,
Oh, in the 80s ones.
it's more like lovey stuff, as far as I'm concerned, or that I know of.
Yeah, yeah. And so, she's trying to make sure that he doesn't run into the other girl, and because she'll lose him if he does, you know.
Oh yeah, that was funny. She's gotta go through a lot of extra stuff to.
Yeah, jumping through a lot of hoops.
Yeah.
Because he's not the one he actually likes. And see, this one-page thing, I don't know what this is about. I don't know who Barbara Hale really is. Like, I don't know. Maybe that was a famous person at the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really check it out either.
Yeah, I mean, I read it, but I'm like, I haven't, like, maybe she's a celebrity of some sort, but we don't know her today, right?
Or yeah, maybe she's some Charlton worker from the past.
Yeah, she could be, or I don't know. Maybe she was like like every year there would be a different like heartthrob in the movies. So maybe she was like a celebrity that was only really famous for that year that this book came out. Oh, and
yeah, she got caught in the lies.
Yeah, she got caught here. Because she reveals that she knows things from the letter that was sent, and there's no way that she would know that. And we don't know if he gets back with the other girl, but we do know he takes off from this girl, and it looks like might have spilled a water on her dress, and he might be sticking her with a bill.
Yep. Yeah, that was a pretty decent ending to the story as well.
Yeah, there's... So far, we didn't really see a lot of happy endings. So far, we got a girl that loses an eye. We got we got a guy that's going to jail. And then this guy, we don't even know what happens. All right, this one, like, this for sure, like, if you just showed me that picture, I would say that was Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like the weirdest plot of them all, and this really is like, I thought this is like a crime. This is a crime horror story. Really, you could put it in one of the crime or horror books, and I think it would be okay.
Starts off a little wild.
Yeah, this is a waitress, and this waitress at this drive-in, she makes out to make bigger tips with whoever.
Yeah.
And this dude,
her boss, right?
yeah, I thought he was just her boss, but then at the end it makes it like maybe he's her boyfriend, which in this case makes it like maybe he's her pimp. I don't know.
Yeah.
So like she's like, this guy, she's like, oh, this guy seems like he has money, so maybe I'll go home with him and get some more money than just that tip money. And he's choking her.
Yeah.
She picked the wrong dude. And then somehow by magic the cops just show up while he's choking her.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like he drove her out to the forest, and somehow magically the cops find her. And then this is great. He's like, "You could have been killed. That's what you get for flirting." It's like, that's a thing.
Yeah. I like the when it goes red, when it shows this like a danger,
the rage. Yeah. I like to pretend maybe this is Tony Stark or something, right? And then, okay, so here we are. This is the first ad in the book, except for and it's about learning how to dance, which I guess that's appropriate. And then somehow this is our second pick of an ad. Stop your bedwetting.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't see that one either.
Is that like a pill advertisement?
Yeah.
Tablet?
Yeah. I don't really know a lot about bedwetting, but I bet this doesn't bode well. I don't think this is still available.
That's funny too.
Yeah, this is the classic Charles Atlas comic thing, where guy gets beat up at the beach, reads a book, and then he can beat up the other guy at the beach. I'm not sure it really works out. But yeah, the romance books, a lot of them are kind of hit and miss as far as like the story and the art. Sometimes the art is really not good.
Yeah, I looked through a lot of books to find a decent one.
Yeah. So your main thing is romance comics. And you're like, I just collect them. I can't even read most of them. Like, I care most about the cover.
Yeah, well, it's definitely about the art because, I do art, but I can't draw people. So, like, it's definitely something you gotta appreciate when people can do awesome people like that,
Yeah, and they, these guys are cranking out like so many stories a month at this point. I wish that I can't even read it because it's written so small, but I think this is a list of all of their publications at that time.
Right.
So it's like Atomic House, which I would guess is sci-fi stories. I've never heard of that one. And then it says Cowboy Western Heroes, Crime and Justice, Funny Animals. See, like, I can't tell if these are actual titles
Yeah, I know Funny
or
Animals
just...
is.
Oh, it is? They do have one just that generically titled?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Haunted. I know Haunted. Hot Rods and Racing Cards. I mean, it's just like they're zoo funnies. It's like, man, there's some weird books that you never see that they were putting out at this time.
Yeah, I've seen some of the Hot Rod stuff.
Yeah, I think I used to have one in the shop, but it's like True Life Secrets. I think that's another romance book, right?
Yeah, those get pricey.
Yeah,
I've only seen just a handful online for sale.
but like The Thing, I have not heard of Charlton's The Thing. I don't think, or seen it.
Well, I think I told you a long time ago, Charlton, they got a Ronald McDonald comic as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's like
$1,000 book.
probably it's rare.
Yeah.
I've never seen one for sale.
Yeah, it's funny too. Yeah, when you get to these 1950s books, it's like there's no telling what the value is in a way because they just you don't see them, they don't sell, and like sometimes sometimes you'll find them at like a thrift store or whatever, and they're like, oh, this is old, it's probably worth $0.25 or whatever, and they'll put the price sticker on there, permanently damaging the book or whatever.
Yeah.
But and a lot of people would think it was overpriced at the quarter, not just the people working there. I tried to have some when I could find romance comics at a good price. I had them and tried to keep them in stock at the shop, but it's just like they would just sit there, like, because like occasionally somebody would buy one basically as a joke when they were going on a date or something, but like it's really really hard to find the people that's their genre. And the same thing with I had some John Wayne comics which I thought were like really cool to have on the wall. Yeah. But they don't move. Nobody.
Is that a Western title?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Sounds
I know I'm old, but you
John Wayne.
Wayne?
I mean, the name sounds familiar.
Yeah. He's like the biggest cowboy star. Biggest cowboy star of all time. That's like Elvis. Was he a singer?
Yeah.
But
I know that one.
But yeah, thanks for letting me read this and go over it. Everybody will do another episode soon.